It's awesome. So, confidential killings. A series of murders is shocking Hollywood. Use your detective skills. Search the crime scene, find clues, solve the mystery. Who is pulling the strings behind these confidential killings? I checked most of the settings already. This one I like. It's very simple. Full screen or windowed. The music is at a nice 3/4 level. Again, for the demo, you can reset your game progress, which is awesome. And we have a lot of language options for this. Yeah, plenty. So they've done their localization and translation work. So yeah, let's hop on in. December 18th, 1978, 8 p.m. Am I supposed to do a voice for this? Oh, that's clever. The thing you can interact with immediately sets the next thing you can interact with. That phone call must be urgent at this time of day. Alright, I'll answer the phone game. You collect clues by clicking on the underlined words. Then you reconstruct what happened in your notebook. Detective. There was a call from high up. A car crashed near the Lexington Street Patrol. It was on Repose Street, close to my beat up in the hills, so I got there fast. Driver's dead. It looks like an accident, but something is not right. They requested a proper look. So collect the clues. All right. Okay, reconstructed. So, patrol says there has been a car crash on crap, what did he say? Was it Lexington Avenue? Because his beat was on Repose. So Lexington Street. The driver is dead. So I'm taking a look. The story is one clue away from being correct. So it was on Repose and his beat was on Lexington. Now I didn't get punished for having a wrong-ish answer. So, okay. I gotta pay attention? I gotta pay attention? In this economy? What? During your night shift, a call came in from above. A patrol officer reported a crash in the hills, one fatality. They said it looked routine, but someone important wanted eyes on it. December 18th, 1978, 9 p.m. Yep, Repose Street. Okay, so we got a car, a license plate. Okay, so Repose Street, a winding road in the countryside that leads to the rich folks' home on the hills. They like to be isolated, so the neighbors don't complain about their drug-fueled parties. Okay. I was coming from my patrol on Lexington Street when I heard a crash. Was he drunk or drugged out of his skull? Got some items. A standard issue torch, useful for looking around during the night. So it's also make sure that you look at everything and get all the clues. Ah, police badge. Name on it is David McCart. Looks like he's new to the force. A custom license plate. They don't sell these to just anyone. Under the grime it says Bradley. Now it's interesting because I don't think the word sell is going to become a good clue, but the game does want me to grab it. So I'm also wondering how many of the clues that we pick up are red herrings. Clever, we had to turn the light on in the car so we could see everything. Alright, let's look at the victim. From his look, he was going nowhere fast. Did the impact against the guardrail violently push his head against the windshield, killing him? It also reminds me a bit of Rita, where you go around and collect letters to form words. So even all the words we're collecting may not actually have anything to do with their own sentences, but we may simply need them to piece together the big story. Frank, 50 grams. Ivy, 80 grams. Interesting. You were dutifully delivering. Driver's license. Last name Fraser. You lived on Galway Street. What's in the glove box? He must have felt untouchable. He's not even trying to hide this stuff. Yeah, just straight up drugs. It looks similar to cocaine, but it's not. Some new drugs are hitting the streets, perhaps? It's high-grade stuff, packaged and ready to be sold. A bottle of quality whiskey, but there's something floating inside. Some sort of dust. The bottle's almost full. Barely a sip was taken from it. I think I might know how our friend here was killed. Wow, okay, never mind. I was wrong about that. The brakes have been precisely cut and the fluid is leaking, creating a puddle under the car. The driver didn't have a chance. Okay, we found all 25 clues. Okay, sorry. First off, we know, let's do what we know. So I'm understanding now what I should be doing. I should not necessarily be grabbing all the clues first. I should start to try to reconstruct something quickly. Because the more I try to, like, okay. Oh, actually no, because I still get those clues. That's interesting. All right. Okay, I'm going to say someone drugged his whiskey to make it look like he was a drunk driver. He was going out to... I mean, I'm going to say sell drugs, but it feels more like he was going to collect. Maybe he... Okay. Okay, car crash on repose. Okay, so we can see the clues. Let's go back here and have another look-see. Nope, sorry, that's not what I wanted. We don't really know his first name, do we? We know his last name's Fraser. That's his driver's license number. That's his name. Not really sure what it is. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm clicking the wrong thing. That could be Bradley. So let's go with Bradley. Yeah, okay. Bradley Fraser died in a car crash on Repose Street. Someone drugged his whiskey to make it look like he was a drunk driver. He was going out to sell drugs. Ding. The bluish dust in the whiskey, the brake fluid leaking. This was no accident, although someone tried to make it look like one. Time to talk to the family. Yeah. This is cute. It also reminds me of the... Oh goodness, what is that puzzle game with the turtle? can't remember the name of it, but like you read stories and you kind of, from that, you reconstruct things from it. It reminds me of that as well. All right, later that night, 10 p.m. Is this the cover of Clue? Like, all right. So let me see what we're supposed to figure out here, though. Oh, wow. There is a lot to reconstruct here. So let's start with some names. My son's death was tragic and my heart aches for the loss. But as I teach in my books, I can't let this tragedy dominate me. Mr. Fraser, I know I have huge debt of gratitude to you that I will never be able to repay, but for 9 years I worked for you doing everything that was necessary, everything with no complaint. I fix the roof, I wash the cars, I do the garden, I help wife with medicine, I do all. But please, I implore you, let me go. I cannot explain why now. I just need some extra money to find accommodation. Diaz. Mr. Fraser, one of my agents found... Oh, you are Bradley's dad. One of my agents found drugs in a vehicle parked near a roadblock. Its license appears to be registered in your name. Knowing that you don't drive, and in the name of our shared friendship, I suggest you keep an eye on your son. We can't keep hiding this forever. Inspector Hadley, Badman. The inspector's name is literally Badman. So, ACAB. Okay, so... I haven't collected any clues yet, that's right. Okay, so I can't even, like, even though I know who people are, I haven't clicked on anything. Okay, something something killed something something by something his something and putting something 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 in his something. The reason for the something was the accidental something by something of his something. Okay, let's keep looking at clues here. 4 medals from the Korean War, framed and polished. Certainly not an ordinary soldier we're talking about. It's war hero material. I also find it interesting, I'm not talking to them as much as I am observing them and getting clues. Okay. A pop art piece, probably very valuable. Its meaning is obscure, but there must be some substance underneath it to be shown in such a prominent spot. Okay, let's grab substance. Sabotaging and Seducing. Written by Ezra Monarch, based on his best-selling novel Thief's Romance, an advance copy for Katie Keller. Hey Dre, welcome on in. Ah, Clarice Lehman. A classical Hollywood portrait from the late 50s. It appears to be a publicity shot for the movie Gift of Nature. Okay, let's see what else can we... Is that leaving? Oh geez, are you Diaz? I've been here in the garage all night finishing some work. I'm sorry about the boy, but frankly his head wasn't screwed on right. A large ring keychain with many keys attached to it. It could mean that he does work all around the house, not only in the garage. A small key kept separate from the rest. A beat-up truck from 3 decades ago. The door has a strange hidden compartment on it, the kind often seen in smuggling operations. Some items have been left on the dashboard. Hey, Grease Monkey, don't you try bailing on me or I'm going straight to the Federales. It's a promise. They can't touch me, but they'll have a party with you. Sunday is the day. Be there. Be. So it sounds like Bradley was bullying him, extorting him, blackmailing him into doing something he shouldn't have been doing. Oh no, okay. Perhaps Esmeralda Diaz was found dead in an apartment last night from an overdose of a new drug on the street as gaze. And what's this fancy? Oh. The floor is stained with big puddles of a viscous liquid. It could be brake fluid. A beautiful sports car in pristine state. It looks like an imported model that must be incredibly expensive. Enough is enough. I will not do it. Not Sunday, not ever. You've seen what your stuff has done to my sister. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I'd rather be in a federal prison than bring another gram of that poison to you. Pedro. Okay, so I suspect your name is Pedro Diaz. A full bottle of whiskey from an expensive brand. Interesting. There was a... Oh, I like that after you've gotten all the clues, the item grays out. Hey Bradley, have you asked your daddy about his friend Roman? Do it. His reaction will surprise you. K. Okay, so I believe that you are Pedro. And we had a letter from Diaz. So we're going to say that your name is Pedro Diaz. So those are our suspects. These are our notes. Oh, they're notes. I can be taking notes, which I should be doing, and I'm not. I should be doing that. So, yeah. Okay, that's nice. So I don't need to remember everything. I can quickly take a note in my notebook. I love that me writing in my notebook sounds like a typewriter. The minute that they make a pen that I can actually do that, I might become a pen person. Who are you? What dreadful news, and to think the night had started so well, with Mr. Fraser giving me advice on a possible future role. My dear love, I did everything in my power so that we could work on the play together. I pray day and night that it'll become a reality. Forever yours, Patrick. Cosmopuritan. Nice. War hero turned to media mogul to co-produce Monarch's latest play. I have full creative control, says the renowned author. Men look good in pink. They do. The latest fashion statement by actor Reese Hopkins. Augustus Whitney leads a campaign based on morals and family values, but is it true what they say about his mistress? Okay, there are no clues here. This is just for me to get some info. Okay. Ooh, books. An array of eclectic books. They include Dominic Fraser's Mind and Body, Total Control of the Mind Under Stress. Conks on Pax by Aleister Crowley. Ezra Monarch's The Lost Connection. Murder the Weakness, again by Dominic Fraser. This is not looking good for you, Dominic. Herbs and Their Properties by Bella Ward. This is not looking good for you at all. Okay. This is not looking good for you, but I'm gonna say that your name is Dominic Fraser. Okay, what if this is wrong? I can pick a wrong answer, but it will be like, eh. Okay. Ezra Monarch is the playwright. But Katie Keller, I suspect, is this actress. So let's get that in there. Okay, and who are... Oh, first... Oh, okay. Box. An elegantly carved container made of dark ebony. It appears to be used as a medicine box. A small plastic container for medicines. Only 3 pills remain inside it. Mrs. Clarice, remember these are the strongest sleeping pills on the market. I'm giving you a week's dosage. Only take 1 per day. Now she has taken 3, but there are 4 days left, but there are 3 sleeping pills left. Okay now. Okay now. Okay. All right, what have I not? Okay, I got that. Sabotaging and seducing Ezra Monarch. I like how many clues you pick up that are red herrings. Okay, so her name is Clarice Lehman, but is this? Oh, we can. Okay. Okay, so now we know who all of the people are. All right, do we have all the clues? 3 of 3, 1 of 1. That's just war medals. We have 23 of 33 clues. So, death. Fix. Son. Hadley. Bad man. I love that the inspector, who the crooked inspector is literally named Hadley Badman. That's awesome. Patrick. No worries, Esoterica. Thanks for hanging out. Is Bradley really gone? He was the light of my life. A small ornate key. It seems to open the medicine box. Somebody else had a key just like this. A beautiful silver ring. Simple and elegant, a very classy piece of jewelry. Dear Mrs. Clarice, I feel terrible at the thought of leaving you alone tonight, but it was impossible to find any other nurse to take my place on such short notice. But Mr. Fraser really insisted that I go visit my sister tonight, even though I told him there was no need. A little flu is nothing to be concerned about, but he was adamant. Please remember to take the new medicine the doctor prescribed in the doses he wrote on the prescription. I left my sister's phone number on the back. Don't hesitate to call me for anything. Please, I know you never want to disturb me, but that's what I'm here for. Our friendship goes beyond my job. Sincerely yours, Shirley Flores, American Nurse Association. So, your father told the nurse to get out of the house. Your medicine box has very likely been accessed. Hey Bradley, have you asked your daddy about his friend Roman? So that's a letter from Katie. Who's Roman? Is Roman the... No? Huh. Okay, so I'm missing a clue somewhere. I forgot to click a thing. Smuggling. There it is. Okay, so now I have all the possible clues. Oh wait, what is... Gotcha, I didn't look at the tools. Several tools commonly used by mechanics. They seem to have been used recently. They are still covered in grease and oil. Okay, so hovering over the question mark here tells me what I should look at and whether I've looked at it or not. I think that's an ellipsis. It's probably not like 3 circles for clues. It's probably saying, hey, you've already checked this out. So it's time to reconstruct something. Okay, well, we know that Bradley Fraser is the one who died. Clarice's sleeping pills in his whiskey. Sabotaging his car. The reason for the murder was the accidental death by overdose of his sister, which means that unfortunately, we have to accuse Pedro of this crime, and I'm not pleased about it. But I guess this is basically like playing LA Noire. Like, well, we have a person of color here, so maybe they did it. Although this actually does seem like it all fits. So, yeah, all right. Pedro was sick of working as a drug mule for Bradley. His sister's death from the very drug he smuggled out of Mexico was the drop that finally spilled the glass. Cornered, Pedro made the wrong choice. Bradley paid the price. So this is fun. Hey Celestian, this is kind of fun. Okay, so this is like a month later. Oh dang. Well, that happened. Let's see here. Just want to check. We're about at 15-ish minutes. We've gone through 3 levels. Let's have a peek at what's going on here. Okay, so we've got a bag made of fine leather. Oof. Ah, something in your hand. Okay. How do I get back? I can't. Okay. Petals from a red flower. To Mr. Raven, to each his own. Oh, these clues are lining up nicely, dang. The chair lies on the floor. Apparently something pushed it over. Oops, sorry. So yeah, if you hold over the question mark, then it tells you what you haven't inspected yet. Wow, and everybody in the house, none of whom we've talked to. We got a noise complaint. Didn't expect to walk into this. They're not dead, just out of their heads. Some kind of drug hit them hard. I wonder if the drug that we know was hitting the streets is going to persist and continue through the stories. That's interesting. So yeah, this is Confidential Killings. There is a demo right now available in the Steam store. Let me have a quick look. Right now they've just got it as coming soon. But yeah, this looks really interesting. So you study the crime scene, you pick up tidbits and clues from each of the items that you look at. You can take notes, which is important. Take notes of your observations so that you can put the information together later, and then you fill in all the clues to reconstruct the crime. It's kind of cute. It's in the, I would say, lightly gruesome because you are investigating murders, but it doesn't appear to be horror in the way that there's like jump scares or anything like that. So yeah, nice. So I'm ahead and head out of that. So yeah, that one's cute. I'm kind of into that. I was a little thrown off by how much information. I like that it gives you a lot of information, almost too much information, and you have to say, okay, hold on. I need to take notes because otherwise none of this is going to make any sense to me. Like we talked about in the beginning, we were like, wait, was it Lexington or was it Repose? If I'd written down what he told me on the phone call, I'd have had it locked down. So that's all me.